this is Adrian Welcome to my new video called Real-Time Writing. Now what this is something I came up with. It's going to be real fun. It's basically where I'm going to write a short story in real time, hence the title, and I'm going to make, a series of videos updating you about, the progress of my story. Now, how did I come up with this idea? I wanted to write something, for you guys to see, to see if I'm a good writer or a bad writer or whatever. So I go online and I type in short stories because I decided let's write something, not really long because I wanted to, happen real fast, So I type in short stories on YouTube and a bunch of videos come up and, videos that they made talking about how to write a short story, tips, and they gave little examples of how they brainstorm to write short stories or, how they write short stories, but they don't really go into any detail. They don't want to give, too many tricks of, that they have or ideas to give away. So I said, forget all that. Let's put everything out in the open. Whatever happens, happens. If it's the worst short story you ever read, then tell me. Then, I can improve myself. Or if it's actually pretty good or really good, then I can come up with more. But I'm going to basically document me writing a short story from beginning to end. So other stuff I'm going to do is, as of right now, I don't really have a title for, the short story. So you're going to help me come up with the title when, once you find out what the story is about, basically, and when I'm ready to make the, a title, then you guys can vote on it and come up with the best title, and I will make it that title. So it's very interactive. It's not just, you watching me sit there all boring writing a story. No, you're actually it's gonna be interactive. You're gonna help me if I get writer's block. You're gonna jump in there and help me out if you don't like a certain scene or a certain character, or if you guys got some ideas, then please let me know in the comments, and based on what you say, that story will change. So it's actually like a collective effort, us working together to write a short story. It's not just my short story, it's yours just as much as it is mine. So I've never seen on YouTube, because I looked it up, where someone is writing a short story like as it's happening. Like I said, they're just giving you tips or tricks or what they did, but then that's it, like not too much detail. So then when I finish writing the book, we're going to go into book binding. So it's, we're going to look into how I actually put the book together to get ready to sell it. Same with the cover. Like as of right now, I have no cover. I got no idea about the cover, and you guys, could help me with some ideas. Maybe if you got some drawings, if you're an artist, you could send me some. Like, it's going to be real fun. So then once I, finish writing the short story, I'm going to shoot some commercials on YouTube, do some trailers, to promote what the short story is going to be about. So, teaser trailers and, use some editing program, whatever I could find or use, or who knows, we'll be really creative. And you can even help me on that, because as of right now, I really don't know how to do a teaser trailer or what's going to be in the trailer to really, help with selling the book. So then once we do that, I could even do book book readings of the, of the short story, like a little section, not the whole story, but like the beginning to get people interested, real fun stuff like that. So then I'm going to put it on Amazon, Kindle, eBay, ebook, whatever, and you can even help me with the pricing. I even forgot about that, to put that in there. So I have no idea what it's going to be, cost to sell. You guys can give me some hints, maybe $1, $5, $2. I have no idea. But then once I finish my book, you guys can give me some reviews, some honest reviews, because, that's really what's going to help make or break the book to sell. And plus, it's going to help me creatively to see, like, am I a good writer? Am I a horrible writer? Am I just like, it's all in my mind thinking I even have a chance in writing? Should I find another profession? Who knows? So that's really going to help me out. And finally, we're going to put the book out to sell, and then, to see, is it going to, is one person going to buy it? Is just my mom going to buy it? Or is it actually going to sell, or is it going to flop? Is it going to be like the worst short story ever, and, no one's ever going to buy it, and then, all this that I'm trying to do is just going to be, my dreams are going to be shattered. Either or, we're going to find out. And it's going to be really interesting for you guys, and especially for me, to see, going through this process together. So this is going to be real fun, a fun adventure, a fun kind of experiment to see, if I can actually write a short story when the pressure is on, and you guys can, help me, create it and all this and that. So I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm happy you guys, hopefully you guys will like it. Now, let me bring you up to speed, because this short story, I haven't written it yet. I do have some, story ideas, scene ideas, character ideas, and I wrote them down on a piece of paper, just a concept. So I only decided like a couple days ago to be like, hey, let's document this online, on YouTube. So that's why I'm not actually technically starting from scratch, because I do have a concept of what I'm going to write about. So let me tell you where I am in the process. So a while ago, I did decide, let's write a short story, because I did write 2 movies, 2 screenplays, and I'm getting ready to, advertise those, put them online, talk about them and sell them, but that's going to take a while. So I thought to myself, well, I need something like fast, something quick, short, to the point. So I said, well, let's make a short story, and an actual short story, not like, because I've seen short stories that are hundreds of pages long, and that's considered a short story. No, I'm talking about, like, it's going to be a screenplay form, because that's how I write. I write screenplays. I just like the format, and it's quick to the point. It's visual, and you can crank them out like a lot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a short story, 15 minutes, because if you know the format structure, it's 1 minute per page. So no more than 15 minutes. So 15 pages, and that's how it's, how I'm going to write it. It's going to be obviously a horror story, like the horror genre, because that's my favorite genre. And I decided it's going to be about a snake. Something to do with like a kid, and he's like terrified, has a phobia of snakes. I have, I'll let you know more in detail, but we're just playing catch up right now. So I thought of random scenes and, random ideas, and I jotted them down on a paper. I, kind of have the blueprint of where I want it to go, but there's a lot more I got to figure out. I thought of, let's see, the love interest, the main character, the villains. So I kind of got an idea, but they're not really fleshed out yet. So I also that's what I need to do, like, next is, work on the character development, like take them from boring one-dimensional characters to actually multi-dimensional characters where you care about them. So that's what I need to work on, I guess, next. And I do have some basic dialogue ideas of what I want certain characters to say, but I don't actually I don't have any scenes from beginning to end. I have nothing officially written. Just brainstorming ideas. That's all I have written on a piece of paper. You know, some dialogue ideas. I do have like, you know, how I want to start them. It's a movie. It is a short story, but it's a screenplay form. So technically it is like a short movie. So I do have the beginning. I kind of know what I want to happen in the middle, and I have the ending. So that's good. Usually when I, you know, start writing something, I usually have one of the three or two of the three. So I definitely have the ending. I kind of have the middle, and I do know where I want to start, but I'm not sure. So after this video, the next video, whenever it's going to be, is I'm going to be writing my first draft. So in the next video, I'm going to show in real time how I started writing my first draft. And however far I make it, I'm going to do a video on, you know, maybe the beginning. I'm like, okay, I got the beginning, let's move on. And then the next video will be like, okay, now I got the middle. Then the third video after that, or technically the fourth, will be, okay, here's the ending. So that's where I am right now. Just a couple of ideas on a paper, and I'm getting ready to write the first draft. Alright, so let me give you the basic story plot of what I got so far. And the only thing I'm going to leave out, the only detail, is the ending, because I don't want to spoil it. And I mean, if you guys come up with a better ending, then maybe I'll consider it like switching it out. But, you know, I don't want to spoil. I want to leave some mystery, you know, for you guys. So let me just give you the basic idea of what it is about. It's two friends, teens in high school, and they used to be best friends, but one of them is like a bully now, part of some like little clique of bullies, and he's bullying his you know, best friend. And I don't have the name, so, you know, sorry if I say, you know, friend or girlfriend or older or bully or whatever. Like, so you guys can help me with the names if you'd like when we get to the character part. So one friend is like looking for his bully friend. He goes to his grandpa's house, and they encounter the bullies, and something happens involving a snake and his grandpa. They have a traumatic experience, like both of them experience something very traumatic. Then I cut to like a couple of days later where they're going on a class trip, and I pick up with the one friend, and he has his girlfriend, but the girlfriend is the ex of the bully friend, and they're like sworn enemies. And so the bully friend is blaming the one friend for what happened, for like the traumatic experience or the tragedy that he experienced, having to do with a snake and something else. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it. So, you know, he blames him, they blame each other for what happened. So the girlfriend decides, you know, let's try to reconcile everything and, you know, make them become friends again. So that's what she does. And like the bully friend, you know, decides to forgive his friend, and they become friends. But turns out it's just like a trick, and the bully friend is just like pretending, and it's actually a trap. And they're at this class trip at a zoo, and they're at the reptile part of the zoo. So the bully friend comes up with a plan, and he like, you know, takes the friend and he like locks him in a terrarium tank or cage or whatever, you know, with the snake, and this traumatic thing happens to him. And then the kid like snaps, he goes crazy. He like loses his mind, and he wants like revenge. You don't know if he wants to kill the bully friend, or he just goes nuts. So he goes looking for his, you know, bully friend, and he goes to his house, and he finds that, you know, the ex-girl is there. They're, you know, and they're like talking about something, and then once the kid sees this, he gets even more crazy, and he like, you know, breaks in the door, goes in there, and they get into a huge fight. You know, him, the bully friend, even the girl gets involved. There's like this massive fight. And then, like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but basically what happens is in the middle of the fight, something happens where, you know, they get distracted, like they, you know, they're in the middle of fighting and then they just stop because something like unimaginable happens and they got to deal with that situation in the moment and they don't know how to deal with it, but they got to deal with it fast or there's like lives at stake. People are going to die if they don't like jump in a split second and figure out how to, you know, solve this problem. You got one kid is like traumatized, frozen. Another person is just crying their eyes out. And then, you know, it's left to one of them to figure out what are we going to do? Because if not, it's like they're going to die. So that's basically what I got. And then like I said, the next video, we're going to get into a little bit more details about the characters and everything will start making sense. You can help me with the names, the character traits, and the scenes, whatever you want, whatever ideas you got, just let me know and I will put it in there. And, you know, it's a collective effort together. So there you go. You're all caught up now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, share this video, comment down below. You know, give me some ideas on this short story. Hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe, help me grow the channel. Hit the notification bell because a lot more videos come out, especially with me writing in real time. So until next time, thank you so much.